Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to make an easy sourdough lemon loaf with glaze. This recipe is inspired by the Starbucks Lemon Loaf, but with a lot healthier ingredients. So the first things first, we're going to go ahead and grease our loaf pan. You can do this with olive oil and a pastry brush, or you can butter it and dust it with flour and then remove any of the excess. In your sifter, you're going to go ahead and sift all of your dry ingredients. This is going to be your all-purpose flour, your salt, and your poppies. Okay, now in your electric mixer, go ahead and use your paddle attachment and add a half cup of softened butter. Oops, sorry, I'm gonna fix this so you can get a better view. And then you're gonna go ahead and add your honey. This is your sweetener. Now you can do sugar, but I just wanna take this a little step further and add a little bit more healthier version with a little less sugar and still sweeten it. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my grated lemon zest and my lemon juice to my mixer. Once you turn on your mixer to combine everything, go ahead and crack your farm fresh eggs to incorporate that into your wet mixture. And the last step we're going to do is go ahead and add a half cup of sourdough starter. Do not be alarmed. You can still do this recipe without sourdough. It's just taking it one step further and just making a delicious treat that is gut friendly and filled with a lot of probiotics. So don't feel that you need to do this. You can skip this step and make this just fine. I would highly recommend adding something to give it a little bit more moisture, such as sour cream. Now slowly add your dry mixture into your wet ingredients, and once everything is combined, go ahead and remove it from the mixer because you don't want to overmix your mixture because it'll make it too tough, and you don't want a tough lemon loaf at all. So do not overmix. And once everything is somewhat combined, you're going to go ahead and use your spatula to remove everything from the paddle attachment and the bowl and put it in your prepared loaf pan. Okay, take note with sourdough, you want it to ferment for amazing outcome. So the longer it ferments, the better it is for your health. And there's all the benefits such as gut friendly and probiotics and all that good stuff. So you can either let this ferment overnight in the refrigerator, or you can let it sit on your counter in the mixing bowl or in the loaf pan. I actually made this the night before and let it ferment in the refrigerator and then pulled it out to complete the recipe. I let it get to room temperature before placing it in the loaf pan. Now, if you omit the sourdough, you won't have to do this procedure of a longer ferment. Okay, give it a wiggle and a jiggle, and you're gonna place it in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. It just depends on your oven. I always like to go under and then check it and make sure it's good. You're going to test it with a cake tester or a toothpick. If the center comes out clear, it's ready to go. You're gonna let it cool on a wire rack, and then we're gonna prepare the glaze to go on top. Okay, now we're gonna prepare the glaze. This is where it can be a little bit more sugar than you would like, but like I said, we use the honey in the actual loaf. You're going to, in a sifter, go ahead and sift your powdered sugar and then add your lemon juice and your lemon zest. Now there are different powdered sugars that are out there that have a little bit, well, they are made with less sugar. So always look and investigate that, but I just use organic powdered sugar, and I figured a little bit of glaze on top is a little bit of sugar, and that's the only sugar that's on it. So per slice, you're probably getting probably a fourth of a teaspoon of sugar. So that's pretty good. I do like to finger test this too, just to make sure it's nice and lemony. And then you're going to go ahead in your mixer and mix everything till it's nice and smooth. Now you may, if it's too thick, you may have to add a little bit more lemon juice, or if it's too thin, you may have to add a little bit of more powdered sugar. So eyeball that. Once that's done, you're going to go ahead and smooth this all over the loaf and let it dry. I will link the full recipe below. You can go over onto the blog and you can print it and save it for later, or you can pin it to your Pinterest board and make it for later. Like I said, this lemon loaf is great. It's inspired by Starbucks and it is delicious, and it has very little sugar and great ingredients in there. So I hope you try this and whatnot, because I feel like you're gonna love it. I have my daughter here slicing a piece to taste it, and you're just gonna store this in an airtight container, and you can serve this for a dessert or for breakfast with coffee, tea. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, like, share, and comment. And I hope you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos from me. And if you don't want to miss any videos from me, if you're already subscribed, hit that bell, because you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the farm, and I'll talk to you soon.